done, well executed, 1st and 10 Miners. 23 to play here in the first quarter.
The corner was creeping in, and here comes the audible by Meger.
And what a catch over there on the right side. That was as good as it gets by Jordan Leslie.
Well, that was cover 2. Take a look at it, and the ball was thrown right between the corner and the safety. And that was the gist, but he just couldn't get there in time. That's a lot of room to cover. That was Kayvon Webster was the corner. That was a very well executed play, and that was a good throw by Carson Meger.
And what a catch by Leslie. You knew he was moving the football.
They really are, and really Carson Meger at quarterback for his first action, he's been pretty darn accurate. He's playing pretty well.
Fakes like he's going to keep it, and instead he hands it off. 6 in plus territory.
Well, I want to see what the defense is first. They're lining up in a cover 2 look. I'm going to look for some kind of inside option route.
Pressure. Going to the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown, Miners.
Wow.
And what a play by Anthony McGee.
Boy, and the safety, Gerald Young, totally went to sleep. I mean, I have to say it. He's got that deep half of the field, quarterback scramble. That's Young's play all the way. That's on the safety. And the gist as well.
And as Coach pointed out earlier, if you didn't expect a dogfight, surprise, surprise, we've got one here tonight. 21-14 as that one goes up and in. And a huge 24-yard touchdown right here. This contest is a good one. We're coming back to Tampa. 21-14 is our score in the second quarter. Your hits faster too. He was really left behind on that play. What a catch. First down yardage once again, and it's DeJuan Kemp hauling that one in.
Well, this is what's called two-man coverage. They're man-to-man underneath, and that's that's the route you want to run against that coverage, and that's a great route and a great throw by Meger.
You know, Carson is really doing a fair job out there. I really like the way he is patient. He's surveying the defense, and he's put that ball in some spots tonight, Coach. Looking pretty good so far.
Mike Price, he might have found himself a quarterback.
Not enough communication on that particular play. They brought the extra body, and they made him pay.
Right.
Pressure. Still alive.
Wow.
Not a bad play considering what may have happened on that one. Mike Edwards hauls it in late.
You know, in talking about Meger this week, Mike Price said, I know that at least he's going to have some composure and get us in the right things and audible. And that's a great job of him keeping his composure there and having a completion.
Not a bad job, too, defensively there by George Baker, chopping down Edwards, a guy who can certainly get away if you let him. 3 minutes, 16 seconds to play here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, Urban Meyer will break down Tennessee, and of course we have your first half stats and highlights.
I'm guessing blitz. Here it comes.
Well executed.
Yep. Exactly the route you'd like to have on. This is going to be close.
Julio Lopez hauling that one in, and that's good for first down.
Yep. Excellent throw. I mean, I can't tell you how impressed I am with Carson Meger. Full blitz coming right in his face. Makes a terrific throw.
Price and company going for it.
Yep, pass. I knew it.
Wide open touchdown Miners. What a play call, Kevin Perry.
What a great fake by Carson Meger, and he showed great patience. Usually with a young player on that particular play, they just get over anxious. He carried that fake out beautifully, and you talk about wide open. Wow, watch the fake. Right, put the ball right on the hip. had some pressure and made a terrific throw. Just throw it up there, nobody within 15 yards.
25 yards on the hookup with Kevin Perry. Out to the fast start, but since then, a real slugfest. A lot of yards, nearly 500 total yards already for the Bulls. B.J. Daniels, obviously the huge story, but you know, as you look at that graphic, you see that, listen, UTEP has a great play out of their quarterback right now. I love the job that Carson's done over there.
Absolutely. I mean, he's thrown one pass in his career. Come on. And to come in against the defense with this kind of speed, he's played great. I'll tell you what, if South Florida didn't have B.J. Daniels, they'd be in big trouble tonight. 287 yards all purpose.
And they've needed every last one of those yards because right now they're in a real fight. 38-24. Start of the fourth quarter. Meger, right side. Over there to Anthony Brigade. And what else can you say about Carson Meger? He has been exactly what the doctor ordered for the Miners tonight.
All the right checks. I mean, he's put nice air under that ball, threw it right in there. He's making a lot of terrific throws, good decisions. He hasn't panicked. Example of it right there. He's been tremendous. Great play action fake. Wow.
You love the way he kept that ball on his hip too, didn't you?
Yep, absolutely.
That ball tipped at the line, intended for number 84. Down to count.
That's the only knock. That's the only thing you worry as a coach. He's 5'10". And no, I've seen a lot of 5'10" quarterbacks in college that were outstanding. But he's going to get one tip once in a while. Look at that. Look at the leadership here. I like this. The young guy that's never played before, he's taking charge.
And in his defense, that INT was a miscommunication on an audible.
That's right.
He has played and managed the game very well for the Miners.
Now, Ian Campbell, let's see.
It's a fake,
wow.
And he's got a lot of real estate, Coach.
Wow, that's 1st and 10, and then some.
Oh, my goodness. Also handles the linebackers for USF. 3rd down.
He just keeps making plays, does Carson Meger.
What a terrific job there, hooking up with Jordan Leslie. 1st down, and what he did very impressively, I thought, Coach, was staying alive.
Absolutely. He's very heady, had a lot of pressure, he doesn't panic, and makes a terrific throw. That's what breaks down defenses, quarterback movement like that.
37 yards in all on the play, and they teach you, listen, slide to your right, slide to your left, give your receivers a chance to break free. Leslie does on the receiving end of a 37-yard hookup. 1st and 10 Miners now. Inside the 35-yard line. A lot of movement on the line. Defense, number 91. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Their starting quarterback, Nick Lamison, you know, he's over on the sideline watching this game. I think I'd be getting a little bit nervous right now.
I think so, because if you're the coaching staff, you're thinking, listen, we may have stumbled onto the answer. And why risk bringing Lamison back against a Houston squad that will certainly be tough as well? Meger moving the football with success tonight.
No, he's from Carson Meger's from Plano, Texas. He's 5'11", 200 pounds. You know, a lot of times, coaches, you know, we like big quarterbacks and all that, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". But you know what? That young man, and Mike Price has been watching carefully, has played very, very well tonight for the Miners.